Hey everybody, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What is shaking? And happy Thanksgiving to all the Gulley heads, Gullerinos, Gulley gangs, flock of sea gullies, whatever you prefer. Hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving or had one. Some of you may be currently having one. I don't know. I don't know what you do. I'm not God. Anyway, this is a special Ask Me Anything episode of the Tom Gulley Show. I did get a few new visual images here to kick the show off. Let's see. Here's the wolf wearing a bunch of Ball State football stuff, which is a little ironic because they fired their coach a couple weeks ago. But anyway, there's the wolf. But the real picture of the wolf that you need to see is this, and I'll save this because I think Dupa or somebody wanted to see it. Here is an x-ray of the gigantic steel rods that they put into the wolf's hips. So there's the steel, like, leggy parts, but see those big round circles there? That's a front-on shot of these big steel rods that are right in there. Right in there. Cobra Kai. So there's the wolf. Of course, ice cream delivery man Tom Gulley has the day off for Thanksgiving, as does 1930s radio Tom Gulley. And Galumbo also has the day off for Thanksgiving. I don't like when the letters get covered up. Let's do this all over again. Now we'll have to start over. There's ice cream vendor Tom Gulley, his day off. And then there's 1930s radio. Well, I'm going to say that's 1940s radio Tom Gulley. And then, of course, there's Galumbo also with us. I think he is the day off. And then, of course, the terrifying Scarlet Witch Tom Gulley. That may be the most feared Tom Gulley of them all. Really. Oh, there's Jared. Jared's here. Hey, Jared, what's going on? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to open up the phone lines here real soon, like in 5 to 10 minutes. And then the phone lines will be open, and I'll then nobody will call in, and it'll suck. So, Chef is in the house. We always love it when the chef is in the house. I can only imagine the vast array of taste treats that the chef will have for us. Oh, where are we at here? Let's get that guy on board. Yeah, I think this guy is a new favorite, the Sherlock Holmes Tom Gulley. That's some very good work, is what that is. Right there. People saying hi. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, retweet, notification bell, all the things. Wait, I don't think it's as effective if this is on the screen. All the things that help us with the algorithm, almighty algorithm, all powerful, all knowing, all seeing algorithm. Yeah, we need that. So like, share, subscribe, notification bell, retweet, all this stuff. Then we do have super chats and memberships if you want. There are sometimes gifted memberships laying around here, though. So please turn on your gifted memberships. It tells how at the bottom of the screen where the little scroll is going. Actually, it's going this direction. And you'll be thankful for that. I sent you a picture of what happened today. Did you see it by chance? I did not. I downloaded some stuff, and then I was on another show till about an hour ago, after I got back from helping out at the church and taking a quick spin by another place, but it wasn't for very long. Gobble, gobble, says Ariana May. Thank you. Gobble, gobble to you as well. And thank you for being here. What else? Oh, you know what I really don't like? I don't like it when they make you go around the table and everybody tells what they're thankful for. It's kind of sketchy in my case. Because the number one thing on my mind is I'm thankful I don't have to be around you guys except for maybe one other day out of the year. And that puts a pallor over the entire rest of the proceedings. I don't know what kind of traditions you have at your house, but that's one I think a lot of people have. So I went to the church and I had my usual running situation comedy battle with Sister Juanita. I got her good with one this year. She gets me pretty good. Oh God, I tried to hide it from it, but they got me. It's impossible to hide. They'll always. But Sister Juanita this year, one of the ovens was a little sketchy. Turned out that the plug wasn't all the way in. I'm like, maybe it's this halfway in and out plug back here. Popped it into the wall. Everything's great. But people are standing around watching. And I said, hey, Sister Juanita, even if the oven's broken, you'll know what to do, right? You remember before electricity. Oh, boy. Zing. And see, everybody in that kitchen area that's preparing, they are waiting for our, So they even had the video camera ready to go. This for the thankfuls? Man, I don't know if you want to. Those don't age well all the time. I'm thankful for my new husband. The next year he's not there. The year after they're divorced. You know what I mean? They don't always age well. They don't always age well. I'm thankful for the marvel of engineering that is the Twin Towers. You know what I mean? And I always come up with just a safety valve that they always go, no, you can't use that one. What the? I'm glad that we live on a planet that gets the optimum amount of sunlight from the sun without either burning our planet to a crisp or putting us in an eternal deep freeze. And also that planet has an atmosphere which contains breathable oxygen for humans. And people get upset. No, you used that one last year and we pitched a bitch. I don't know what these people want. It's like, yeah, well, that would be my thankfulness for millions of years from now. Because without that, all of your thankfuls are completely useless. Try living on a planet with no oxygen. I'm so glad I learned macrame this year, or whatever it is. I'm so glad that I saw that. Yeah, well, do that without oxygen. Yeah, also do that with a surface temperature of at least 250 degrees hotter than it is here, like they got over there in Mars or Venus. Venus, you don't even want to get into. It's gas, and it's not even. But people have a problem with that. I don't think they're looking at the big picture. Chef says, just resting from a long day. Well, I imagine you've been cooking your tuchus off. Did you have to work? God, it would suck to have to work today. And it would double suck to have to make Thanksgiving dinner for like a bunch of at the country club. But they probably give you that fat cash, so who cares? Didn't have to do as much at the church this year because they now have an outreach program. They've kind of maxed out how many people they can actually serve. So now they're delivering it to people. So it wasn't like an all-day thing. It was just make, and then I'm out of there. The only reason they have me there is to lift heavy things. And Sister Juanita is always like, let the donkey do it. No, let the donkey do it. That's me, the donkey. I noticed you do not come to church. Well, I'm here today. But the rest of the year you don't come to. I don't know why you come here at all. I can't trust the Protestants with this crap. If you came to church, perhaps you would meet a girl and settle down. Are you coming on to me in front of all these people? That is brazen. That is scandalous. And then she gets a little smile and, don't you have something to do? Yes, Sister Juanita. Yeah, Chef said, did you see the picture? No, Chef, I said I was doing another show, and I apologize, but I didn't get a chance to see that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm about to open up the phone lines here. And then, whoo boy, this show is really going to get into the double digits of viewers. Let's see here. I'll just open it up right now. Hold on. Give me a sec. Don't really like that there's a new little stripe on my Skype app icon. That normally means trouble for me. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Funky Bronco with what is up, you goblins? Isn't it pilgrims today? Funky Bronco? Goblins is fine. No big deal, I guess. Tom, why you so pissed off? What was going on? Oh, I was having computer things that were caused by a crap piece of, Discord messed up my computer really bad. And I had to do a lot of difficult nonsense. I had to do some major digital kung fu, Cobra Kai, to get it all done. Cobra Kai. That's a thing now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Ask Me Anything episode. The number is in the crawl. It is 972-994-6822. That's the number to call when the phrase that pays. Let's see. Funky Bronco says, I live on the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota. My people don't celebrate whatever nonsense goes on today. Well, we invited you to the first one. Well, not you guys, but the other guys. And there's nothing says you have to celebrate it. You don't want to celebrate it? You don't need my approval, so do what you want. Ariana May says, does anyone actually like turkey, or are we all just pretending? Just then I was pretending that you knew the plan. Well, I think we are all just pretending, because I don't want turkey. It's dry, and now I'll eat it in a sandwich if it's like peppered turkey, sliced real thin, but I do that all year long. I don't wait for that dry, way too much of it. People can't give enough of it away. You got it. It's at your house. People, I like the second and third day. I make a sandwich out of it. Well, they've got turkey all year long, buckaroo. And guess what else? They give you so much, you can only eat so many turkey sandwiches, and then you're putting it on ice cream and cereal just to get rid of it. It's not very flavorful. Now the fried turkey helps, actually. We hoped you survived winter, then got betrayed. Well, of course you got betrayed. Look who you were dealing with. Some of you got betrayed. Some of you we made friends with because the ones we betrayed were at war with you, and so we... And what about Squanto? I mean, I've been watching parades and doing things all that not one person mentioned Squanto. Squanto kind of takes it in the ass, if you ask me, on Thanksgiving, because without Squanto, where are you at, right? Let's see here. By the way, 972-994-6822 is wide open. Do you have a second to hear about what happened today? Well, it wasn't exactly the show I was hoping for, hearing other people's work problems, but if you want to call in, I'm messing with you. I don't give it. You think I care? I got to kill 45 more minutes. Funky Bronco says, turkey smells like farts after a couple of hours. Well, I got news for you, Funky Bronco. It is farts after a couple of hours. It's gross. It is gross. Jim Fanning's here. Hey, Jimmy. Nice to see you. Always good to see Jim Fanning. Funky Bronco says, the brothers from the East polluted my people with the white man's poison. They corrupted their body and soul and mind. Hey, man, you guys gave us peyote. You put us in the sweat. You did all that. And we went, it was okay, but I'm past it now. Those buffalo hides, we hardly use those anymore. You got to know a collector, for crying out loud. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Jesus. Security privacy. Hold on. I've got to grant Skype permission to use my microphone. I told you there'd be something. So, daggone it. Yeah, hold on. Whoever's calling, hold the on. I told you there was going to be a thing. I told you. And I was right. I said, it's got a little thing on the icon. Skype does this all the time. Oh, here's, sorry we hosed you. I'll have it fixed in a second. Don't worry. Believe me. I know what I'm doing here. Trust me. Normally it just says give permission, but of course it's not going to do that. Jesus, good crabbing. Let's see here. Boom, shakalaka. Come on now. There we go. Now we do this. Okay, call back in. No, wait a minute. I'll call you back. 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 Jesus Christ Almighty. Already did that. I guess I'll do it. Thank you, Discord. Thank you. Thank you for having to have me reset every damn thing on this computer for the rest of time. Yeah, not helping. You got that right, Tyler Schallenberger. They are not helping. Okay, I'll go back to the place that I was before. Interrupted my cigarette the whole night. Okay, I did that. I guess I just got to reopen it. I don't know. Maybe it'd really suck for this show not to be able to be done because, let's see here. Let's see. Fanning is the peace sign. Ariana May. That's just the fart cloud product of too many deviled eggs. Ariana May is funny. Funky Bronco says, I grew up during the AIM movement, if you remember that. I do. I remember the AIM movement. We aimed anytime we saw movement. Don't forget Wounded Knee. I haven't forgotten about Wounded Knee. Haven't forgot about that. That was right here. Jim Fanning is laughing. So lots of violence. Yes, sadly, we are bloodthirsty people. In other words, not helping. Well, they're supposed to be helping, but they're not helping. I'm going to be so mad if I try this and it doesn't do as I ask. Come on. Be good to daddy. Be good to daddy. Come on. Show me where your mama lives. Shake that money maker. Are you going to load the damn thing or not? Access to security privacy tab. Grant access. I'm going to try this one more time, and then I'm going to be pissed off for about a week. Never going to Discord again. I also recommend you never go to Discord again. Never do it, especially if you have a Mac. It will mess it up like you can't imagine. Indicates it's okay. I'm in the privacy thingamajig. Oh God, are you kidding me? Okay, now, I think we're onto something here, kids. By the way, thanks to the more than 17 people that are just clogging the chat room like you can't imagine. Here we go. All right, that looks everything's okay. Let's try it one more time, and then I'm going to just curse for about an hour. Cowboys won. That's neither here nor there. Funky Marco, Tom, did the cigarettes you smoke make your house smell bad? Well, they don't, because I have this air purifier that runs all day. The other thing is, Funky Bronco, the one thing it doesn't make my house do is smell bad from smelling bad. And I think on several occasions you've said, I smell bad and I'm really drunk. And then the other thing is, there's no booze smell in this house, or the smell of the associated things that are common with booze, like vomit. All right, let's see here. First thing I'm doing when I get home is having a smoke. Funky Bro, yo, that fake girl that represented Marlon Brando at the Oscars was a pretendian, a fake. She was Mexican. Was it Susie something Feather? I don't remember. Soviet Skunk says, I just watched Ski Mask put his something on someone's head live on YouTube. Will I be getting that kind of content here? Well, no, you're not here. That's a silly question. If you were here, yes, but you're not here. It wouldn't be on camera. It would just be our thing. Okay, I'm going to call this person back that called me earlier. I think.
Hello?
Hi, I'm returning a call. This is the Tom Gulley Show.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Who am I speaking with?
This is Randy.
Hey, Randy, what's
Chef
shaking?
Randy.
Yeah. You going to tell me the story of what happened today?
Okay. All right. Let's back up a day. So yesterday, now I'm a chef, and there's an executive chef. All right. So we had today 150 people come in to eat on a buffet. So we put the turkeys in and everything, put them in the oven.
But where else would you put them in?
The oven.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
And we're all saying, okay, it should be about, 215, 220 with a little bit of water in it, and, so we can get the broth off of it and everything. So we're getting ready to leave, and the chef says, no, let's put it at 325. That way we're sure that everything's okay. I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yes, it didn't cook right.
So
it was too cooked.
So we come in this morning, and it's like, what's that's not the smell I want to smell. So we open up the ovens, burnt to the crisp, all the way down to the bone. Nothing can be done with it. Gone. Done.
Right. Gone, done.
Done.
Mm-hmm. Wasted. No good. Start all over.
Nah.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yes.
And so it's like, okay, I've got 2 turkeys in the walk-in.
Okay, yeah.
They're semi-frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do?
Right.
We cut it down to the breast,
Mm-hmm.
put it in some water, clean it,
Yep.
put it in the steamer,
Uh-huh.
and then cut it down breast-wise and put them in the fryer, which is not what they ordered, but this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
So the picture I sent you that you didn't get yet, and so I sent that to the executive chef, and he's like, oh, shit, what happened? It's like, I don't care what happened. I've got things to do.
Uh-huh.
I need turkeys, So he comes in, and he's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about this. Yeah, I know, I told you that on your way home, or on your way to work. It's like, so then the GM is like, go down to Kroger's, Myers, or whatever, get what you can and everything. So again, we get fresh turkeys in, have to break them down, do the exact same thing and everything. And there was people that wanted them to be oven cooked, not deep fried. So then we have to split that up. It was crazy. It was one of those days because I don't cuss unless something really comes up.
Why the fuck not?
And right, exactly. So I opened up the first oven. It's like, oh, shit. So I go to the other oven, and it's like, what the f? Oh, then all my crew just walked away because they know when I do something like that, we've got a problem. And of course, they saw what the problem was.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, and it's just like, yeah, one of those days. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
And it
sounds awful. Just the telling of it really is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a members only place, so they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to play golf and to eat there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what am I going to feed them? So we literally went for like 20, 25 minutes of getting everything else completed and done. But it's like, I have no turkey, I have no ham, I have no,
This is just giving me a lot of anxiety just hearing this story.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was, and then...
sorry you went through that.
When we, got to the point where it's like, okay, we can do this. And we got the turkeys and we did all that and the hams and everything else like that. It's like, okay, we can do this. And, not patting myself on the back, but my crew individually came up to me and it's like, you did a good job, chef. You did it. You were calm, and you got everything taken care of. Everything was seasoned right, and I was on the buffet, and all the everybody was coming up and said, "Oh, this food is great," and everything. It's like, you have no idea what we went through just to
Well, it sounds like everything ended up all's well that ends well, and you pulled it out of the fire, and you made it happen, and everybody went home happy. So that's the important thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Dr. Jones.
Not Mr. Jones.
No, Dr. Jones, not Mr. Jones.
No, not staring at that yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation.
Right.
Yeah. The black-haired flamingo dancer, and she dances. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I got you.
Hey, you know what? We're already looking forward to next year's story.
Right. And they were like, he's like the president of the golf committee. Mm-hmm. So he's a real big, and he's like, man, this is so good and everything. It's like,
it must have been really good. I can
and he
taste
shook
it
my
from here.
hand and everything, and my half my crew was on the line with me and saw that, and it's like, and I did.
Then you got to wash your hands.
Everybody
right?
was, when everybody was saying,
sucks.
"Oh, this is so good," and I kept on saying, "It's a team effort."
Yeah.
It was not just me.
Awesome.
There was no way I could do it myself.
That is great.
It was like, I need this now.
Cool.
And I'm not a Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen.
No.
But I'm always a day or 2 or 3 days ahead of what needs to be done. And
Right.
they're like,
You're on Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're like, I need some more of this. It's like, no problem, chef. I got it. No problem.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for calling.
Yeah.
And
certainly.
well done. Nice job.
Thank you.
And you have a happy rest of your Thanksgiving.
Thank you. And you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Brett's Hollywood Show says, in 12 hours, a bunch of maniacs will trample each other to save $6.11. By the way, phone lines are open again. On a toaster over Black Friday, and then corrected his own spelling, which shows that he cares. Funky Bronco, Sache Little Feather. See, I got the feather part right. Come on, man. Don't act like Jim Payne. Cigarette Smoke. gets in your eyes. Ariana May says, I miss early Black Friday shopping. It was fun to people watching after dinner. It's the only part. Cigarette smoke makes everything sticky. No, it doesn't. Look, this dropped right out of my hand. Here's my phone. I'm not going to drop it, but it's not sticky. Make anything sticky. I don't know what you're doing with your cigarettes, Jim, but no, I'm kidding. All right. Funky Bronco says this is going to be a good call. It was a good call. It was a real life situation that occurred. Phone lines are open, 972-994-6822. Let's see here. Brian Kowalczyk said there's a software called Crossover you can use on a Mac to download your PC apps like Discord. I find it's a better way to go, kind of an emulator. Well, I could also just take a baseball bat to my Mac and make it dumber, see? And then it would be like a Windows computer. I don't want it to be like a Windows computer. I'm not going to do emulation. And I'm not using Discord. I'm not rewarding that behavior. But that is very good advice, and thank you for it. It's possible I could have said, well, that's awesome. Let me do it right now. But I just tend not to. I've had to do that too many times over the years, and it just never ends up well. That's all I'm saying. I just go get a Windows computer if I'm going to do that. And I have one. It's a little Dell Inspiron. It's a little laptop-y, notebooky. But I have to in a pinch. Callahan? No idea what that means. Holy shiza. Okay. We're backing up. I'm listening. Ask him about 1992. Who, me? These are just these. I don't know what's. Tim Jenkinson says, "Will you be pardoning a turkey live on the show?" No. I believe in the death penalty for turkeys. In the words of Doc Severinsen, something that ugly deserves to die. Let me see here. Don't know who you're talking about. What pan did you use? Oh, I see, Terry. I'm sorry. I should ask him that. I feel your pain. You guys, come on, man. Just telling his story. Christmas vacation turkeys. Exactly. Jive asked, hey, nobody called anybody a JT. Semi-pro, anybody? Let's see. Tom, your microphone on the green sort of looks like a Dracula. On the green screen, looks like a Dracula with the widow's peak. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. Right there. Right there. Oh, gosh dang it. Right there. Right. That's close enough. Come on. Well, Terry, it was. Let's see. Stop it. He's just telling a story. Okay, let me get through some of these. Let's see. Stop it, you guys. It's Thanksgiving. Please. Terry, actually, Randy is a chef at a very exclusive country club. It's big, exclusive. So it's a little different than your trip to Kenny Rogers Roasters. Funky Bronco says, hey, if it's members only, it's got to be more upscale. 972-994-6822 if you got anything you'd like to ask me, or you can just tell me some things. Gilman says, is this guy the sous chef? No, I think he's a chef. I don't know that he's the head chef, but he is a chef. He can tell you what he is. Why am I responsible for that? Why am I all of a sudden, light a cig, Tom, mellow out. Well, Ariana May, a 2-minute timer would adversely affect me, because my stories can go on for quite a while. Terry said, honestly, that would suck. It would. Tyler Schollenberg says, sound like the scene from Christmas Vacation when they go to eat their turkey. What was the movie where they cut into it and it just goes, and it's just bones on the inside? Is that Vacation? Let's see here. Brian Kowalczyk says, rosemary, thyme, or both. Let's do 30 on it. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Dr. Jones, calling Dr. Jones. Whole turkey deep fried in peanut oil is my way to go. You know, I don't like turkey, but if the turkey that I do like is the fried turkey. And I'm glad people started doing that. Number one, because I think it tastes better. And number two, there are so many good YouTube videos of people catching on fire or catching their house on fire or catching something gets caught on fire. So Cobra Kai, which is now a thing. I invented it. I want credit for this. Tom, like, I got a line I went to. Terry Nee, my cousin belongs to a CC like that in the Dallas area. Ooh, a country club. Well, in Dallas, nearby then. Perhaps you can get me in for this year's Thanksgiving dinner. I don't understand a country club. I don't golf. So right there. And then they pay a lot of money just to be with everybody. And the people that I want to be with are at like the Point After North up in Main Street, Louisville. Look it up. The Point After North. It's... Please mellow out. Tom, you're showing great patience. Light up a cig. Mellow out. You keep saying that. Look, I'm not getting all and going into your sweat lodge and having visions. I've seen a few too movies. And also, you're not taking me and putting those things through my boobies and hanging me up in the air like a man called horse. They're not doing that either. Not to me. By the way, I have some blankets here. Gently pre-owned. Okay, they might have a little bit of smallpox on them, but not a lot. Terry Nee says, which sides were served? The traditional sides, I'm just going to say. Next year might be a stuffing debate. Stop it. But was the turkey dry? I don't think it would have been. Best sig of the year is after Thanksgiving meal. I technically have not had a thing. Well, I had some brisket this morning before I went to the church. So protein and fat. And after this show, I will eat a buffalo chicken flatbread pizza that I made this morning. Brian Kowalczyk says, fair enough. Brian Kowalczyk, he's a go with the flow kind of guy. I like Brian. He's very funny in all the chat rooms. Whoa. Where did Angry Snowballs go? Did Angry Snowballs take his... No, there he is. Have I offended you with the Oog the Caveman Drummer comment, or did I laugh too long about picturing you crate racing on a bobsled track? I'm just a fan who thinks you're funny. Neither one of those things offends me in the least. I don't. So no, you really didn't. I'm glad you're a fan. If you think I'm funny, you are in the minority. But if you'd like to get more people together on that, I'm not going to stop you. Hey, Tom, happy Thanksgiving. I haven't been paying that close of attention to the Dabbleverse for a bit. What should I be looking for? You got me. I'm not a member of the Dabbleverse. Plenty of shows out there, Ghost Goat, you could get. I would suggest either Who Are These Podcasts or for Dabbleverse, I'd suggest the Shuley Network. That's where I would go for that information. And then you'll branch out after that. You'll branch. You'll be branching. Jim Fanning says, I live with two very heavy smokers that didn't let much airflow. Very sticky. Oh, yeah, one died of cancer. My wife quit after her heart attack. Well, there's nothing sticky in here. I don't know. Sounds to me like those might not have been tobacco cigarettes, Jim. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean. But there's not two of them here. And actually, the main time I smoke is when I'm doing this. It's a trigger. It's a trigger, because when I started off back in radio, you could actually smoke in the studio and stuff. It was a different time. Doesn't sound different than other restaurants. Well, other than the people that go to the other restaurants haven't given the place you work for $100,000 for the honor of coming in and eating the food. That's a high pressure. Aku says, my mother once cooked a turkey like that. Jim Fanning says, but I'm a hypocrite because I smoke weed. I quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey, 1990. Wow. Y'all are late on Thanksgiving. I think it happened a month ago. Canadians, you. And plus, Cobra Kai. Oh, sorry. Jim Fanning says we didn't do any turkey for Thanksgiving. Ham, and we're going to do turkey on Christmas. We're doing it half backwards this year. I like ham better than turkey for both. Gilman says, Jerry, you beat one of the greatest Giants teams of all time. Take a bow. You saved Turkey Day for the rational Cowboy Nation. Well, we're 5-7 now, and I think if we win out, we'll be, because we get that 10-day break right at Thanksgiving every year, year in, year out. It's not a competitive advantage. Whatever. Cranberry sauce in a can or homemade. Well, here's the deal on that, Jim. If it's cranberry sauce in a can, you know what you're getting. There's no surprises there. Cranberry sauce that's homemade can be sublime. But some people don't put enough sugar in it, and then it's just a mouth of sour crap. So if you want to play it safe, can. If you like to skate on the thin edge and the thin ice of a new day, homemade. My grandma's homemade never was a problem, but some people, I go to their house and it's like, yeah, you might put some sugar in this next time. Fruit pectin is not a particularly flavorful. Aku says, ask me anything. Have you tried Zinn's? Canadian version called Zonic is much better. I don't know what that is. And so no, I've tried neither of those things. Please tell us what they are. Ariana May says, just stay away from those Butterball folks. Well, they do have that hotline. And I felt like I was on the Butterball hotline when Chef was telling us all about, that train wreck that happened to him that he fixed. Soapbox Derby. What about soap? I raced in the Soapbox Derby once. Funky Bronco says, Tom Gulley, Bob's house is disgusting. Bob's house? I've not ever seen Bob's house, so I don't know what to say about that. Bob Levy's house? I don't know about that. I don't know that at all. Plus, he hasn't been smoking in a while. Plus, if you get one of these super air purifiers, it takes it all out of the air. What do you cook something and it smells like that thing for the rest of time? No. Odors dissipate. Crumb 10 says, Tom, I'm not sure I should keep watching if we're enabling you to be a smoker guy. Well, that's a decision that your clergyman, perhaps your duly elected congressional representative, you're all going to have to put your heads together on that and figure out why. But I am stopping pretty soon here. Maybe after the holidays. Maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, Bronco. The things that I have seen have not been that way. In addition to the fact that I don't think Gina would let it be that way, personally. Oh, yeah, Jerry Jones, I hope you enjoyed that Thanksgiving Day win. I bet you did. I bet you enjoyed it very, very much. We're 5-7 now, and we're just going to start taking teams down left and right. There is a path for us to win the NFC East and have a number 1 seed. Prepper says, how's a rainbow made? Well, I'm going to go ahead and answer that question, although its formulation is slightly erroneous. Rainbows aren't made. Rainbow is the result of light hitting various droplets of moisture in the air and creating a prismatic effect. how's a Positrack on a 1969 Plymouth work? First of all, let me make sure that the 1969 Plymouth does have Positrack, because I saw my cousin Vinny did the 1969 Plymouth, and I don't think you said what. Plymouth what? We'll just see. Have Positrack. There we go. There we go. Yes, 1969 Plymouth, particularly models like the Roadrunner and GTX, could be equipped with a Positrack option. So that's essentially a limited slip differential, which is POSA in classic car terms, meaning you could select this feature when you're buying your new 1969 Plymouth to improve traction on the rear wheels. So it wasn't standard, but typically it referred to a Dana 60 rear end with a limited slip differential. So instead of having the big slip differential, it regulates the traction like a traction control system. It transferred power to both the rear wheels instead of just one of the rear wheels. Rear wheels. Why did you make me say rear? 972-994-6822 instead of turkey. Rob stuffed me. PETA, if you're watching, please help, says Lassie Saul. When I think of what that poor animal has been through and is currently going through, I guess. I don't even know if that was a valid thing for me to show. It's just two dogs frolicking. I don't think anybody's going to get bent out of shape. Akumugan says Zonix or a nicotine pouch just put between your cheek and gum. Feels real relaxing in there. Good for about an hour at minimum. No need to spit or chew. Doesn't stain teeth. Well, if it made you look as cool as smoking, I'd do it. Gilman says, ever had turducking? Sounds obvious. It's a turducken, I think, is what it is. Yeah, I think that's tricking up your meats. I don't like my meats tricked up. Yeah, it could be a limited slip. Thank you, Jim Fanning. It's always nice to have people agree. No tobacco. It's made from nicotine salt. Zins have an amazing range of flavors. Coffee tastes like a double-double, but Zons are sweet. So you zin when they zon, and you zon when they zin. Nine 972-994-6822. Numbers at the bottom of the screen. And I don't know why I even have these phone lines, to be honest with you. Angry Snowball says, have you seen the latest Jaguar advertisements? Wow. Will you start wearing falsies while driving? Eyelashes or boobs? Your choice. Let me make something very clear. My Jag was designed by the British, built by Ford in Coventry, England. Then a year or two after mine was the premier of that particular make and model manufacturing, Jaguar was sold to an Indian company called Taha. That's who currently owns it. So that has nothing to do with me. I don't have anything to do with that. They don't even look like Jaguars anymore. They look like a Ford Focus or something. So there. By the way, Angry Snowballs, I believe that commercial was probably created because the good people at Taha Motors over in India have decided that there will be no gas combustion engine Jaguars ever made again. They're going totally EV. So I think that was to appeal to the EV crowd. Akko says, I gave up my chain smoking for days. Love doing that while driving. Oh, so I was going to ask your thoughts on the Jaguar rebranding too. The new logo sucks. It most certainly does. And gravity. And they got rid of the leaper. You know what the leaper is, don't you? It's that leaping Jaguar that's the hood ornament in front. And that leaper isn't even the sideways one, which was the logo with that cool Jaguar script. Yeah, those are all gone. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Maybe it'll make my car worth more. Maybe it'll make it worth less. I don't really know. But, you know. Let's see here. We got about 10 minutes left in this extravaganza. So we got about 2 or 3 minutes for somebody to call in. I've often wondered, and this is interesting to me. Now, I realize that all the people that troll me when I'm on, well, much larger and more popular shows, why they don't come here, especially when my phone lines are wide open and they could, but they don't. And I don't blame them. I mean, they'd have to follow the show. Who wants to do that? But it is very interesting that I'm way more popular. And not that I'm popular, but I'm way more popular on other people's shows than I'm on this show. It's interesting. By the way, I hope you appreciate all the work that I went to back there just to eat buffalo chicken pizza later. Aku Mugen says, EV crowd equals idiots that don't understand numbers. Well, maybe they just are understanding different numbers than you. Jim Fanning says, my toast was a... I don't know what that means. Isn't cigar smoking just as bad as cigarettes? Who knows? Everything's bad for you. Everything. Water, air. It doesn't really matter. Everything is bad for you. Very, very bad. Extremely bad. For those of you who arrived late, here's the Wolf in some shameful Ball State football. They fired the coach. They suck. But this is the thing that, and Dupa isn't here, so I'll save this from when she's here. This would be the hip replacement for the Wolf. And those 2 round circles at the top are giant steel rods that are going from front to back. So if you see the Wolf, say, hey man, good job. Jim Fanning says, my first car was a 73 Satellite Sebring Plus with the 360 Positrack around. Well, now, 360 Positrack, not just the rear wheels, the whole, hey now, look at you, someone's doing well. Angry Snowball says, if EV was worthwhile, we would have been begging the military for its marketing 25 years ago. I don't know, man. I know a bunch of people that own those Teslas, and I've been in the Teslas. I'm not a big Elon Musk fan, or not an anti-Elon Musk person either, but they're kind of cool on the inside, and they're all wired, and they're very computer savvy, and these people are saving a butt-ton load on gasoline. Yeah, the cost is higher up front, but I don't see where it's this, oh, it's terrible type of thing. Now, I live in a big city. All right, here we go. This, oh, it's terrible type You're of thing. Going to have to turn your phone down, caller. Hi, and welcome to the Tom Gulley Show. You're on the air.
Hey, Tom. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Who am I speaking with?
My name's Kevin. Just calling in just to have a little discussion. I was sitting here having a little bit of leftover rolls from Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I had them on I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a paper plate or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you often get leftovers from. And I was kind of just wanted to know your thoughts about personal use of dinner plates. I've kind of had this question in my mind for a while. I recently cracked an old plate. It was about a month ago, and trying to replace it is proved to be difficult.
Yeah.
So what is it? Go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, there can be a real terrible, nightmarish time replacing an old plate.
You know, I don't have like the finest china in the land.
Clearly.
But no, I don't. I'm just an average man.
Sure.
I'd just like your thoughts. What type of dinnerware do you use, and what would you suggest moving forward? Is something that easy to clean, easy to replace, that sort of thing?
Just go to Walmart and they sell them. Four plates, four small plates. You know, whatever. It's pretty cheap.
That's very cheap stuff that's on. and it doesn't fit in your dishwasher very well. I've got that's like college level.
Yeah, but then you don't. Well, first of all, not all of it is college level. But if you get like black plates, they're never gonna like nick or anything. It's always gonna be the same. But they're so cheap. If you break one, you go get a bunch more.
Well, yeah, but I understand what you're saying.
You've already proven that you're not exactly trustworthy with your dinnerware. So you should get something cheap rather than something good.
Okay, come on now. That's a low blow. It was an accident.
I've got all my plates here. I've had them for probably 15 years. I've never dropped one of them.
I've had these for over 10 years.
Huh?
It slipped out of my hand. It was pulling out of the dishwasher, and it wasn't completely dry. It was a little wet, and it dropped on the floor and cracked.
Speed kills, man.
Speed kills.
If you're going to get a paper plate, get Chinette, and you can only use it once. But if you're going to
what's that? What's the Chinette? See, this is what brought it up, right? Because like like the cheap, it's almost like coffee filter style paper plates. You've gotten those before, like a cookout and stuff, and they're you get a little grease on it, and it goes right through your hand. Now, see, like somebody gave me today from Thanksgiving dinner, and it's like a plastic lined thing. It's very interesting, like different types of plates that people buy for a dinner like Thanksgiving.
Well, there's a couple of things here. First of all, you mentioned the flimsy paper plates drop through your hand. They are flimsy, but I've never. Sounds like there's some dropsy going on here. You should see a doctor. But the next thing is the plastic plates look better. And if you're eating like on a flat surface, then it's fine. But the plastic plates run the problem of the tensile strength is such that if there's too much on one side, they can actually snap.
This is a great point.
What you want is Chinette, which is a really thick, compressed, sort of fibrous paper. Look it up. Chinette, Chinet.
Chinette.
Yeah, Chinette.
This is reusable. Now, this is reusable or this
no.
is...
Not reusable. Not reusable. Just the finest paper plate you can get. It's real sturdy, and it's not plastic, so it's got some bend. It's got a little give. It's going to be little.
Is this
World
generally used?
I'm sorry, sir.
Is this what you generally use?
No, I usually use regular, dinnerware.
Like what? What brand do you have?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. No idea.
Okay.
No idea whatsoever. Just what they had.
All right.
Sorry. I feel shame.
Well, I appreciate your time, Tom.
I appreciate you. And you have a happy rest of your Thanksgiving.
You too. Enjoy the pizza that you made this evening.
I will.
All right. Have a good night, Tom. Bye now.
Namaste. That was a pretty good call, actually. Cobra Kai. Let's see here. Oh, jeepers creepers. Man, oh man. How would I rate the quality of this call? I'm going to give him a 5. What the hell? What do I care? Let's see. Sebring. Okay, here we go. Aku says, Tom, I didn't have enough time in your show to call or type out why a mass switch is a failure even on paper. Okay. All right. Don't you have a little bit of a vested interest in... Never mind. Hey, dude, I drive a Jaguar. Don't push all your EV crap on me. They wouldn't be selling them if people didn't like them. That's what I got to say. I remember an EV they left on the moon. Yeah, I remember 2 of them they left on Mars, and one of them ran like 20 years longer than they thought it was gonna. Stings, doesn't it? Cobra Kai. All right. Jim Fanning says that was supposed to say Positrack rear end. Yeah, I got it. I could smell what The Rock was cooking. My brother's first car was a 1973 Charger SE with a 440 pack. Jeez Louise. Now that is a muscle car. When I think of a muscle car, I think of those Chargers, those Barracudas. GTO a little bit. Gilman says, P.S. Oh, man, Gilman, thank you so much. We've shattered our nightly goal of any amount of money. Gilman did that. Happy Thanksgiving, Tom. And do you really want trolls? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm on these other shows. They're, and then I open up the phone lines, and they grow quite timid. Jim Fanning says it has some flex to it. Yeah, Chinette's got a little flex to it. Chinette is reusable. Just throw in the dishwasher and see what happens. I think, wouldn't they get waterlogged? Aren't they kind of fibrous in that regard? I'm willing to give anything a chance. It's just that I don't use Chinette unless I'm at a party or somebody's house that's having a thing. And I always appreciate it when they use Chinette and you don't have to like quadruple up on those. And by the by, Chinette used to be kind of a pricey option. Have you looked at paper plates lately? I was going through the aisle the other day and I saw some and I just went, what are those made out of? Gold bullion? Jeez. They just have gone up in cost is all I'm saying. Let's see. Terry Nee says, our Buick Electra had a 454 4-barrel and a shed for a trunk. Oh, man. And the back seat 7 for dinner. A big bench seat in the front. I had a 72 LTD. It was a 2-door, but it was still giant long, and it had those sort of embroidered seats like an old couch, and it was a bench in the front. And I mean, when I would take some corners sometimes, I'd be over on the passenger door, and the back seat was huge too. But that, Terry Nee is right. That trunk, you could have rented that trunk out to people. You really could have. Jim Fanning, yep. Hey, there's the boat. Love you, love the show. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, boat. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And yours. And I can never come back into the Discord again because it trashed my computer this time even worse than the first time. I'm not doing it anymore. It's just simple logic. If every time you open an app, and I mean you use it 2 days in a row, every time you open it, it has to give you 9 updates. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Anyway, all right, I'll give this a couple more minutes, see if we get a call. If we don't, then we're out of here. I don't even know when I'm doing the show on tomorrow. I got no idea. Let's see. Boat says, yeah, it's a bit absurd. Mine said 16 updates the other day. Yeah, I got some updates for them. There's an update. There's another update. Oh, here's another update. Let's see here. I've got Terry Garr, Section 230, Dan Rather, The Fairness Doctrine, Pop the Balloon, Stockholm Syndrome, Joy Buzzer, Wonder Bra, Texas Roadhouse, Nicholas Rowe might be a good one, Gertrude Stein. Those are potential topics. Coming up on the show, I've got Metal Maiden Vicky from Sonic Asylum Radio's Metal Maiden Vicky's Metal Euphoria. Ed Robertson will be here, I believe, on December the 13th. Russell Alexander just got back from England, so I got to hook up with him and make that happen. And then Cass Haley, who I got to call early next week. Hell yeah. Aku says, and I'm back. Service died. Well, maybe if you had EV, service wouldn't have died. And Jim Fanning is laughing. Okay, it's 8:03 and a half. If by 8:05 there are no calls, we're shutting the phone lines down. And you know what that means, don't you? Cobra Kai! That's what it means. That's exactly what it means. Let's see how many cigarettes I have left for the evening. Ooh, 3. Well, I'm not leaving. Not on Thanksgiving night. I'm here. I got another show maybe to do. That's not mine. Where there'll be people watching. I'll tell you what I did get today. I'll tell you what I did get today. Let's be official with this. Oh man, Killing with the Ables is on. That's why the room cleared out. Hey, Killing with the Ables, thank you. No, really, thanks. No, seriously. I'm messing with them. I don't give a flying. Because I'm probably going to go over there and watch their show in a minute. Let's see. The Overlap had Ricky Gervais on it. It was very, 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 very funny. Let me get to the thing I wanted to get to here on this piece of junk. Don't like the cell phone. All right, let's see here. It was at 9 o'clock this morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, brother. I'm not going to say who sent it because I don't want to dox anybody or any of that kind of stuff. But let's just say it was a man of about my age with much lighter hair who may or may not live in Jersey with his wife who may or may not be a nurse and has may or may not a swimming pool in the backyard. That's what I got from that guy. There was the sound of a horse in the background, whinnying. Whinnying? It was dead coming alive, dead coming alive. That guy. Which was very nice. Because I never would have sent him a message like that because I don't feel it's my place. You know. Sort of. So, I don't want this ever to happen. Oh, God. You believe this? Look who texted me. Mr. Show Killer texted me. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, as always. Well, we've spent a little time together here on Thanksgiving. I appreciate you being here so much. Some of the people that requested this show aren't even here. So, Reagan. Ronald Reagan. Yes, Ronald Reagan texted me. Oh, Ronald Reagan texted me. Look, if you don't like EVs, that's fine. I don't care. Like what you want. I don't drive one. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but I drive a Jaguar. It's right out there. Got a couple of oxygen sensor errors yesterday. I cleared them. They should go away. Sometimes you get them right after you fill up. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow we're going to do overrated, underrated. How about that? Overrated, underrated. Maybe we should do it about Thanksgiving. Oh, maybe? No, definitely. Cobra Kai. So, I guess, I don't know, with all that being said. Oh, wait. There she is. The one, the... The one, the only, doopa-doopa-doo. Thank you so much for the $5. That's completely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Happy Thanksgiving and Cobra Kai, everybody. You gotta do it like this so your face is still in it, kind of. Well, I gotta take this off the screen for a second. Cobra Kai. Get over here a little bit. I'll work on it. I was doing it perfectly the other day. Hey, Dupa, thank you so much. I hope you're having a beautiful, joyous Thanksgiving. I hope they didn't make you do all the work. But thank you, and thank you for being here. Aku says, Terry, didn't the Mark 12 Lincoln have a 12-foot span from driver to nose? Hey, I don't know, but my last Jag, the XJ8, was 17 feet long. That's a big-ass car. A big-ass British car. Dupa says, have a great night, everyone, and to you as well. And so you shall. Terry says, Black Friday, overrated now. It really is. It's the Cyber Monday. It's the cyber stuff that you can just go ahead and get it online. Why would you want to be nut to butt in a store somewhere with a bunch of angry, evil strangers? You wouldn't. So just get it online, man. Clearing codes doesn't fix the issue. Oh, Aku. Silly, silly Aku. Of course, clearing the codes doesn't fix the issue. Clearing the codes takes the light off on your dashboard. However, with a Jag, I've had the same error before, and usually, not always, but usually, it's a flare-up type thing. It's not doesn't remain. It always happens right after you fill up, within a mile. Bam, throws those O2 codes. So then I just turn it off and drive it. The sensor's not the end of the world. And then I check it a day or two later after driving it. It's usually gone. Usually. You got to know how these Jags work, Aku. I've been down this code 0430 many times before. This isn't my first rodeo. Doopa says Black Friday or the running of the bulls. See, I think they should combine them. I think people would chill out a little bit if they got it, right in the horns, right in the. But that's only going to happen if they really don't know how to Cobra Kai. If you do that, it scares the bulls off. Or you can just right between the horns. Take a cigarette and put it in an intake. That's terrible. That's very poor advice. Okay, I'm closing the phone line. I'm closing the phone lines. You're telling me only one person has a question about Chinette? Fine, I'll close the phone line. Aku says, sounds like evap. Have you changed the canister? No, it's not evap. No. It's not. It's just not. It's not that. I know what it is. I really do. And if it's not that, then there's a couple other things. Could be a wire, or there's a couple of other things it could be, but are extremely unlikely. And if it's not those things, it's just put a new catalytic converter in, is all. So we got it under control here. My Jag guy's been working on Jags for about 40 years. Got all of his accreditations on the wall, everything. I think we've got it covered. In fact, with that particular error, because of the last Jag I had, I'm not even going to call him. I know what he's going to say. I'll tell you what, drive it around a little bit. It's still there, bring it in. But it won't be there. And I know it won't be there because I just checked it with the reader like 2-3 days before that, and there was nothing there. So yes, combine them. Exactly, Dupa. We're going to combine Black Friday, the running of the bulls, and Mardi Gras. Let's see here. Hey, everybody. I'm here. Hey, Doc Torn. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. Aku says, it happens when you fill the tank, then it has to be local to the tank. I don't know if you're aware of the way an engine works, but see, the engine creates combustion, and there's a thing called exhaust, and the exhaust goes through the catalytic converter. So if after a fill-up on a, 18-year-old car, it's not 18, it's 16-year-old car, there could be some impurities and stuff in the tank, whatever. So you need to burn out of there after you make everything. Look, dude, I'm not going to fucking argue with you about this. I have a Jaguar expert. I rely on him. Not the guy that's fallen off his crap and cutting himself up every 3 minutes. Didn't want to say it. Had to be said. English Cowboy. Is you mechanic? English Cowboy is. I don't think so. I'm a little drinked. That's okay, Doc Dorn. You deserve it. How much for the cat? conversion for a Jag. You don't need a conversion. If you just put a new one in, it's maybe $700 tops. Gilman says, thanks, Tom. And as the great Mr. Burbank would say, pits off. Doopa-doopa-doo is laughing at Doc Dorn. Terry Nee says, car fire. That's not going to happen. Let's see here. This is that. Aku says, I don't know if you're aware your scanner barely works as a scanner. Well, that would be true if you had any fucking clue what kind of scanner I have. Do you know? If so, go ahead. Put it right there. Did I get an aftermarket from a Jag dealer? Did I get a dealer scanner? See, you don't know. But just keep saying you do. Go ahead. Give me another one. Don't fall off anything, burn yourself with anything, cut yourself with anything while you're doing it, because it's Thanksgiving here in the States. Anyway, a good scanner costs $5,000. Good scanner. Good scanner. I think I'm just going to stand pat with my guys and my scanner. And what model Jag do you guys own? See, I don't tell you about your Yugo. I don't have any expertise in it. I'm waiting. That's what I thought. I don't think I need a brand new scanner. And the reason I say that is my car's 16 years old. So I can have a corresponding. I'll be fine. You guys don't worry quite so much about me. Let's see here. Fanning, I haven't heard you complain about renewal fees, so I have a good guess. No, you haven't. Because I don't. Because I don't need to. Because again, my car is 16 years old. I have a similarly aged scanner, which at the time it was stated. You know what I'm saying? That was just collecting. Why bother to explain it? No, Aku, you're right about the thing you've never seen, you've never inspected, you've never looked at, that you have absolutely no knowledge of, including the error, including my car, including its repair history, everything. You are the most qualified person in the world with no knowledge whatsoever, not one germ, not one scrap, not one infinitesimal iotum. But you're right. I'm conceding you're correct about everything. Terry, $5,000, good Lord. You buy a brand new one. Tom's car guy is rich. No, not on me, he isn't. I think I'm the one that replaces all the coils on that sumbitch. I do the converter too, but I don't got a lift. Let's see. Terry Nee says, Aku, this is Tom flirting. No, it's not. It's the exact opposite. I have mead. All right. I got to get out of here. I'm going to go work on the car in the garage. First, I'm going to cut myself, burn myself, fall off something, and give myself a concussion. Then I'm going to look at the car. Anyway, hey, thanks for being here, everybody. I don't know what else to say. I had the phone lines open, but nobody could, Jim Fanning with the peace sign. And that's about it. I'm going to go eat some delicious food and friend coming over later. It's going to be a great night. Good night, everyone, says Dupa Dupa Doo. Good night, Dupa, and thank you again for your kind donation, as well as Gilman. You are just wonderful people. We're going to do overrated, underrated tomorrow night. I'm thinking Canadian mechanics might be on the list. Am I late? Well, we're closing the show down, and that's late or not. Terry says, run it in the garage an hour. You'll figure it out. I know I will. Just breathe deep. Angry Snowball says, hubba hubba. I don't know what that means. Well, you know that old clock on the wall says, like the Reverend Al Green, it's time for me to get up on out of here. And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I'm going to be out there. Oh, wait. We've got more expertise. You're a body man, but you were giving out mechanical advice. But how could you? I mean, then why were you? Because normally a person wouldn't feel as free to. So, okay. So you like fill the tires with air, make sure the bumper's on right, get out a couple cans of Krylon, put a little spray paint on it. That's your Jaguar error code expertise. Okay, well, at least we classified that. We got that down to, let's see, Aku, you can't win. Well, no, he's a body guy. I'm not going to take on, no, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. Dupa's got the smile. Angry Snowball says, friend coming over later. I don't go to a body shop to have this worked on. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. Most of the things that are mechanical with the car, certainly if I had a nick in the paint, right over to a body shop, but not really gonna, it just wouldn't make, it just doesn't, I'm not going to wait for somebody to type because they could fall off something, get a concussion, they could cut themselves, they could set themselves on fire, But yeah, at the Indy 500, when a guy pulls in and he's got a, you know what I mean? Well, but you said basically the only things I can't do is brakes and open the motor of a trans. Give me a crate of parts, I'll guess, and I can install them. Well, anybody can do that. You just get out the guide, and we're not talking about installing parts here. We're talking about an error. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go to a body shop. I will debadge that Jag. Well, yeah, that's something that a body guy would do. If I wanted the badge off of it, I would go to a body shop. You're quite right. But if I needed anything done to any other part of the car but the body, I wouldn't go to a body shop. Yeah, I know the guys in the body shop like to think they can do anything to a car, but they don't do it every day like another place, especially a place that is specialized in one kind of car for 40 years. Has a 5-point rating on Google with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reviews. I'll go to that place. And they're British, for crying out loud. My old Park Avenue has been a cash cow. I've got a 1914 Maxwell And I don't take it to the body shop when the radiator goes out on it. Terry Nee says, hit a deer 1 year apart. Oh, deers will just destroy your car. Actually, a rabbit, if you're going fast enough and the rabbit's big enough, will total the front end of your car. Those big jackrabbits out in Utah, bam. They just... Okay, kids. Okay. Part of your job is complete restoration inside of now. Yeah, I know. Of the body, right? This is a moving target here. I'm a body man. Okay, you're a body man. But I do everything else too. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's the internet. I know. People have they start feeling their oats. They suddenly know everything about my car and my reader and everything else. See, bought 5,000, 40,000, 3,600 it is a cash cow. Aku says mechanical is part of the job. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Like I said, you're right about everything. How could I have been so foolish to trust the people that are experts and that's all they... And there's not just one guy. It's got a team of... And they're all certified as well from Jaguar. I don't know what to say. Car lot full of Jaguars. As far as the eye can see. Booked up all the time. Apparently quite popular. But what could they know? What could they know? I don't know for sure. I can ask them. But I'm going to be pretty sure that nobody there has set themselves on fire, fallen off something and knocked themselves out, cut themselves wide open. You know what I'm saying? Because that factors into it too. For me. All right, kids, you have a pleasant rest of your Thanksgiving. Till next time, I'll be seeing someone that knows something about Jaguar. No, I won't be doing that. I've got it under control. Incidentally, one of the modules that can replace with a freaking Phillips head on the top. It's so easy. And I have one control module here from my other. If I needed to, but I won't. Anyway, let's see. You missed the gunshot. Well, that just makes it better. Actually, you're the one that missed because you're here in the chat. All right. Till next time. We'll see you next time.